Alright, what's going on, guys? Your boy Zane here. We are here for Honkai Star Rail 3.6 live stream. I am still very sick, but we have to react to this. The live stream actually already happened because I didn't know it was today. So we are here, we have the live stream. It's already happened. It's about 40 minutes long. We're going to react to it. There's supposed to be... let me load this a bit. It's supposed to be Evernight and Terravox Downhung, and so we're gonna tune in here, see what happens. We already got Cyrene strip marketing. I don't know if we're actually gonna see that version of her in this patch. We'll have to see what comes. I've seen people talk that potentially Terravox could be free. I'm looking here at the cameras here. Terravox could potentially be free, so we'll see how it goes. Apologies if I cough a lot or sound terrible. I really can't help that at this point. I think I need to see a doctor, but anyway, we have like 7 seconds left before this starts, so let's strap in. Raise the volume here. Shouldn't be too loud. The program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya. And we start immediately with the trailer. Let's go.
With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero the perfect conclusion.
The jellyfish.
What can change a person's nature?
Oh, gets in another new area. I'll say quiet.
Unfortunately, the result is just the opposite.
New Titan, sorry.
My final rebellion.
Rise from your dormancy. Follow me as soaring dragon of the wilderness.
There's our Terravox.
Mountains roar. Dragons rise.
I hope my webcam is in a good spot for this.
Earth shatters. Heaven trembles.
Tell me that dragon isn't supposed to be long. Oh.
Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest.
Is she Enigmata? Is she Veracity? I mean, she's Remembrance, we know, but also that the 13th symbol in the back.
Self-righteous path strider of the harmony. You think you can do that?
You know that the dawn is there, and the rising sun destined to rise.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead.
I am the one who guards the trailblazer's way forward.
Now,
Okay, so it was Sunday.
true Evernight to this world.
Let the trail blaze, write an ending unlike any that ever was.
No Cyrene in the trailer.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning,
So
good
we
afternoon,
have,
and good
Himiko,
evening.
Downhung, and Sunday.
It's a pleasure to be back for the version 3.6 Back to Earth and Evernight's special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert. We also have the honor of inviting 3 passengers of the Astral Express to spend some precious time with us today. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Hi everyone! It's a pleasure to be back on the special program. I'm Himiko, the navigator of the Astral Express.
Hello, everyone.
2 seconds. And we're back. I just had to open the game so I could redeem codes.
Long time no see, dear viewers. I am Sunday.
I'm very happy to see you all again. It's always nice to meet old acquaintances.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for inviting us. You're still as lively as always.
Wasn't
It
Himiko
feels
not
like
voiced in
we've only met
English?
Yesterday. I can't believe it's already been
I've been
so
Japanese, so I
long.
wouldn't know, but it seems like the voice actors.
Reuniting with old friends is like a bird returning to its nest. It's good to see that you're doing well, Mr. Albert.
To be perfectly honest, I've been really looking forward to seeing you all again. It's like having a family reunion.
Mr. Albert is welcome to come visit the Express more often. I've even gotten some inspiration from Amphorius for a new style of coffee.
Well,
You have not been on the forest, so no clue what you're talking about here. Also, it seems like chat is in only mode.
Version story, the Trailblazer took on the role of the Deliverer, breaking new
Let me
hopes
see if I
for
can
Amphorius'
move my
deadlock.
camera a bit.
With the combined efforts
Yeah,
of
I'm
our
using Opera.
companions, both inside and outside Amphorius, this world has completed its final flame chase journey according to our will.
We also forced Lygus to compromise with us. Without that genius's constant meddling and obstructions, we have an even greater
Mr.
chance
Xander
of
One
defeating
Kuwabara.
Iron Tomb.
Miss March, or should I say Miss
I feel like people didn't hype that
provided critical
enough.
assistance on this front.
Here we have a guy
Definitely.
revealing himself to be
She helped
number
the
one of the
Trailblazer
Genius
break
Society,
free
and
from
no
the
one,
Exhumit and
no
return to
one,
Amphorius,
that
and
was
she also headed over the
very,
cold flame of world-bearing to us.
like the reaction to that.
Though
There,
she
people
looks
barely
quite
like
different,
reacted to it.
I still believe that March is on our side.
But it feels like Evernight has a dangerous aura about her. What exactly?
So
happened
Evernight is
to March?
Remembrance,
Yeah, those
but
jellyfish
there's so many
floating around there
ties.
don't look like
People
they should
are
be messed
suggesting
with.
she could be for
The
us.
situation in Amphorius is
She
changing
could be
rapidly.
Enigmata,
Based on what Miss
So,
Evernight said,
even though her playable
it seems
character
she
is
also has her own
Remembrance.
ideas about Era Nova.
Mr. Sunday is quite perceptive.
We'll see what she
In the
is.
version 3.6 story, Evernight will attempt to save Amphorius by implementing her own idea of Era Nova.
Her own idea? Would it deviate from the plans we made with the Chrysosairs?
Even though Evernight has good intentions and won't harm the Trailblazer, her plans do indeed clash with our current concept of deliverance. So Evernight ends up interfering with the Trailblazer's plans through certain means.
Time is running out.
Well, we
There's
did
no
see them
more
at
room for
Vortex of
hesitation,
Genesis at the
Himiko.
end of the last
I
patch.
wish to return to Amphorius.
But you've only been back for such a short time.
Also, this is confirmation he did make it back
Amphorius has shown.
to the Express.
Any risk is worth it as long as we can bring back the Trailblazer in March and reunite all the Express crew. You would do the same in my place.
You're right. I should have known you'd say something like that.
Since Amphorius is a world enveloped in Memoria, there must also be something I can assist with. Miss Himiko, I will do everything I can to help them return safely. I
So
also
is Sunday
believe
going
that
to
Miss
come
Black
with
Swan
him?
will make the same choice.
You kids,
Oh yeah, I forgot Black Swan was there.
promise me that you'll take care of yourselves, all right?
I will.
Of course.
Where's this man crying?
My heart! I'm so moved! Oh, the Astral Express family must be brought back together. However, due to the time dilation inside Amphorius, Don Hung may see some serious changes once he's back on Amphorius.
Is
Guess what they
this
are,
the sacred tree in the Grove of Epiphany? Why are all its leaves dyed gold?
Only
So
a few
when he
grains
went
of
back-
sand have fallen through the hourglass.
He went back and
Already
arrived
so many
earlier than when
years
we
have
reached.
passed. There is something melancholic about it.
There also seems to be a few strange creatures here.
These are actually twisted monsters. When
Okay,
the
so like we
Guardian
got an alternate
recollects the
sticks here, we're
medical
getting an
life
alternate
forms
grove
merged with the
now.
Destruction's golden blood. They're preventing Don Hung and the Trailblazer from reuniting. In order to make our journey go more smoothly, I'll present some intel here about the head of these monsters.
Crash
The Alcor
Bandicoot
Memos rank
mask looking.
Judge of Oblivion. This
Also
monster's
behind him.
specialty is that it can target a single
Behind
allied
him.
character and launch multiple single target attacks. If the target of the Judge of Oblivion's attack is protected by a shield, the Judge's toughness will be reduced after the attack.
Ah,
Looks
okay.
like you'd ideally want a character in your team that provides shields when fighting this monster.
Exactly. In addition, before the Judge of Oblivion uses its ultimate, we have to manually select an allied character to take the most damage.
I see.
Also,
okay,
in
your
the version
shielder.
3.6 story, we will head into and explore the great tomb of a nameless titan.
Nameless. Is there a
13th
out
Titan
there
lore.
This is the deepest ruin in Amphorius. After it is stripped of its mythical embellishments, the
It's a
colossal
symbol.
storage matrices flicker incessantly, recording an unknown past.
Oh?
That's
An
gonna be Serene's
unknown
past. Sorry, is that 13th Titan?
We learned previously in the story how the two paths of erudition and destruction have influenced Amphorius. This world is less a place where paths intersect, and more a place where paths battle to the death. And now the path of remembrance entanglement with Amphorius' millions of epochs will also be brought to light. I'll let you in on a little secret. Perhaps it all has something to do with a certain pink companion? Okay.
That's not really descriptive. We have two little pink ones.
We're back.
That's a very fast like thing here. Let me redemption code real quick. WT. Oh, pause. It's not live, right? Quick thoughts. The trailer. I mean, we could save thoughts for after. This is a rather short stream. The trailer didn't really reveal too much though, outside of just showing us the two characters, right? Evan Knight mimicking March. So what exactly do? You are Remembrance, you have a jellyfish as a memo sprite. And your jellyfish can be white or red. Please tell us.
Alright, so March was drawn into Amphorius for some unknown reason, but she also transformed into Evernight? What's the relationship between the two of them?
Well, according to what Evernight
Please
herself
tell.
said, Evernight symbolizes March 7th's forgotten past, and she's existed up to this point in order to protect March 7th's future. We learned from the 3.4 storyline that March 7th, who appeared to be encased in ice on the Express, actually entered Amphorius before we did. Evernight only shows up when March 7th's life is in grave danger, which means March 7th must have encountered serious trouble during her time adventuring alone.
Grave danger.
So what you would have experienced before we got there.
She symbolizes the forgotten past. That means Evernight's formidable powers could also originate from March's unknown past.
Yeah, you're not subtle about that in the slightest. So the 13th Titan
Of course, March 7th has always been the most precious thing to Evernight, and
is
the
most
one
likely
she'll
going
give
to be
everything to
Cyrene.
protect.
And the original Oryx, so the original Christ was there for time would have been
It
Evernight.
takes to protect March 7th and make March's wishes come true, regardless of the collateral damage. You've got to be careful around
So
her.
the pages having March's
Actually,
memory.
There was something in version 3.5 that I've been thinking about this whole time. Those memo keepers from the Garden of Recollection, who tried to trick the Trailblazer, seemed very afraid of Evernight. The memo keepers left as quickly as possible when she appeared. Is there some connection between Evernight and the Remembrance?
So does that mean that they know?
Specifics right now, but the remembrance is
Like how crazy would it be if well, how messed up would it be if Black Swan knew, like she knows what March's past is?
that the Garden of Recollection is currently scheming, and she hasn't held back in dealing with these memo keepers to clear the way for the Trailblaze. Naturally, she became someone they wish to avoid. All right, I'll leave it to everyone to find out more of Evernight's story in the game. Next, let's see what Evernight does in combat.
Yes, let's
Evernight's
see.
forte is working in sync with memo sprites. Her memo sprite is called Evie, and it shows up as a little
Evie,
jellyfish
okay.
next to her when she enters battle. Evernight can increase
do we
the
call the
crit
red
damage
one
of all
Flareon?
memo sprites on the
Flareon.
team.
Yeah.
The more Remembrance characters on the team, the bigger the increase.
Aha!
Ah,
When she summons the jellyfish,
so she will
during
help my
combat,
total number
Evernight
of 0
gains
remembrance
Memoria.
characters.
Accumulating Memoria will gradually increase the damage dealt by the jellyfish. After reaching a certain number of Memoria stacks, the jellyfish will immediately take action and deal damage to all enemies.
Her combat style is completely different from March's previous styles. It's
So get to
much
16 and then
more
explode.
intimidating.
It seems that if you want Evernight to perform better in battle, you need to accumulate a lot of Memoria and trigger the jellyfish to self-destruct as
You
much
need
as
a lot of
possible
remembrance
to deal
characters
more damage.
who I just have Trailblazer.
Exactly. When Evernight or the jellyfish's HP drops, Evernight will gain a certain amount of Memoria, and both herself and the jellyfish will gain buffs. Here comes the key point. When she uses her ultimate, Evernight deals damage to all enemies, and she and the jellyfish will enter a special
changes
enhanced state called Darkest Riddle. In that special enhanced state, the damage dealt by Evernight and the jellyfish is increased. After Evernight uses her enhanced skill, she'll also gain extra Memoria.
Even the jellyfish.
Okay, so
changed
you
to a
only
red
want to
and
use the
black color.
jellyfish during her ultimate
Evernight in
then,
this
since
state
it does
seems
more
much
damage.
more dangerous.
Why is Evernight always holding an umbrella?
This umbrella is her little assistant. When she's facing enemies, it becomes her weapon, dragging the enemies into the
The
Evernight.
jellyfish is coming from the umbrella.
After using her technique, at the start of the next battle, Evernight increases all ally members by its crit damage and gains some points of Memoria. Alright.
Yes, she's just going to be Caster's best in slot.
New form. Don Hung per Mansor Terrai.
So attack buff and shielder, like 95% sure. Grant a shield and buff attack to whoever's being shielded. This is the one they're saying is going to be Finon's best teammate. Well, not best teammate, but he's going to work with Finon. So obviously you give him a shield and Finon gets a stack. And with all the buffs Finon gets, I think attack buff is going to be more valuable than like more crit damage, isn't it?
How did he gain a new form?
On his journey to find the Trailblazer, Don Hung encountered obstacles in the shape of both Evernight and Terravox, demigod of Earth. After obtaining the power from Bibiter Lunay's Azure Dragon, Don Hung took another step forward on the path of permanence to protect his friends and save Amphorius. He unlocked the powers of Permansor Terrai, powers that only belong to him.
Well, we knew this Terravox is just
Dragon soars above
permeance.
the lands for one
He is the
reason.
simulation of the path of
It
permeance.
seems as though Don Hung's powers this time are related to the earth and mountains, unlike his water dragon form from before. Overall, he also seems a lot more composed.
This trailblazing expedition through Amphorius has strengthened my true inner desire. I want to do all I can to protect my companions. Permansor Terrai's powers come from this desire.
Having taken the Earth Core Flame, Don Hung also becomes even more closely tied to this world.
So, is this why Mr. Don Hung is now taller?
Oh, is he tall?
Amphorius's earth creatures
I never
usually
paid
have
attention to his height.
powerful builds, like mountain dwellers and dromuses. I suppose that growing
Okay,
taller
well, I guess that
is
makes
a
sense. He would be
side
taller then.
effect of accepting the
I thought it was
Earth
just the
Core
ones.
flame.
Ah.
Only by comprehending and aligning with the way of the world can one's path lead to everlasting existence. For the person Don Hung is right now, aligning with the way of the world means to share the same fate as Amphorius. In the future, Don Hung will continue to explore the way of the permanence and look for more possibilities within the permanence.
After gaining these new powers,
If
I
I-
can
oh,
provide
okay.
my team with comprehensive protection during battle. When using my skill, I will designate one ally character as my bondmate and
Okay,
summon
so fine
Soul
on.
Dragon for them. At the same time, I will provide a stackable shield to all allies.
Oh?
Okay, so buff
can
one
give your
character,
teammate
but
an
shield
extra
to
summon.
everyone.
When Soul Dragon takes action, it dispels one debuff from all allies and provides a shield.
Cleanse
Kept
and
your word
shield,
and carried out your conviction
plus
to
buff to
protect
one
everyone.
character.
You sure bring a sense of security.
When I use my ultimate, I will deal damage to all enemies and provide a shield to all allies.
Let's refresh the shield on alt.
Soul Dragon will be enhanced. When it takes action,
enhance
it
the
will launch a
summon.
follow-up attack on all enemies.
By using follow-up attacks, Soul Dragon can also build
How does
a
that
more
interact with
shield for the
Finon, though?
entire
'Cause when you
team,
ult,
adding
Finon
another
gets rid of
layer
everyone.
protection. Take another look at the screen. When Finon is the bond mate and activates his territory. the
Okay, I
Soul
should have
Dragon
just
can
shut up
follow
then.
to the
I
effect
should have
to
just shut up.
safeguard him.
So
When
he
I
will
use my
be in
technique,
Finon's ult,
I will
okay.
daze the enemies within a certain radius and make the character who triggers
So yeah, so you
combat
get a
my
shield for
bondmate.
Finon.
At the
Well,
start
shield for
of the
all
next
allies,
battle,
buff to
I will
Finon.
use my skill
They haven't
once
said
on this
attack, but I assume it's
character
going to be attack
without
buff.
consuming any
Because
skill
crit damage
points.
buff isn't going to
The
really,
ability
like,
to
you're
grant
going to
a summon to
oversaturate
a
crit
teammate will
damage
make
buff.
for a lot of fun combinations.
And the summon follows him into his ult and does follow attack.
Our bonds of
The
companionship
Finon doesn't really
stand
need
more
shield
sturdy than
in
the
his
toughest
ults.
rocks.
He just needs
You
stacks.
can now trust Don Hung to watch your back in a fight even more.
If your Finon in his ult form is dying. Oh, wait, Manus.
In version
Let's see.
3.6's first half warp event,
Evernight,
Trailblazers can
okay.
acquire the limited 5-star character.
So is he
Evernight.
going to be
And the
free like they have
5-star
been saying?
code to Evernight stars will also have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star
Okay,
character
Herda's
the
coming
Herda
back.
is returning.
I'm not a big
At the
Herda
same
fan,
time, the limited 5-star
to be
light
honest.
code
I rather
and
her
the
smaller
Invisible
form,
Veil
but,
will become available once again.
as a character, she's cool, but I don't really want. Okay, so is he not free?
You can acquire the limited 5-star character Don Hung per Mansorterra. The limited 5-star light cone, the worlds apart.
Damn, well, if he's not gonna be free.
Drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star
Anaxa return. Ooh, do I go for E2 in Anaxa?
While at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, life should be cast to flames, will become available once again.
I don't know if I'll pull for him then if he's not free.
Mr. Albert.
Twitter, you lied to me.
And I've got even more news. Version 3.6 will also have a new animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.6. Make sure you don't miss it.
So don't watch the animated short then. Wait until you see it
we'll
in
have to
game.
pay close attention. The art style also looks quite unique this time.
The lines and colors
I
are
don't
clearly
recognize anything
defined,
here.
with a very strong 2D feel. It's almost like a mural, and it's definitely very different from the usual animated shorts.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anywhere in the forest.
A mirrored Celestia short about March 7th is also coming soon, so stay tuned.
Well,
Oh boy.
the animated short isn't the
I hear
only
Mina
thing with a
freaking out in
unique
the
style.
distance.
We saw many unique things about March and Don Hung today.
Chat
too.
as well.
So setting out in the star
Yuri
rail,
Beta's
March
real.
7th and Don Hung have been the Trailblazers' closest companions. They've experienced so much together, and they've all quietly gone through various changes throughout the journey. Before
But
the
that
start of
changes
this
things.
program,
If Dan Hung is not
Don
free.
Hung asked me if he could take this opportunity to say a few heartfelt words
Yeah,
to
if
the
Dan Hung is
Trailblazer.
not free, then I don't know if I'll pull him.
Thank you, Mr. Albert. Now then,
Because I kinda need to save for Cyrene.
you once asked what trailblazing meant to me. It has taken on thousands of wills and thousands of forms.
Okay, you can see stuff behind me.
To trailblaze is to be with those who save themselves.
Fantalia.
It is to be with all living things. And to be with you. No matter the ebb and flow of fate, even in the face of tempestuous seas, in the name of trailblazing, I will guard your way forward. Calamity undone, lands beneath me. What remains is permanence.
Oh, free to claim limited character, Dan Hung. Okay, so he is free. He is free. Wait, I could pause. I could pause. Free to claim limited character Dan Hung. So from the 15th of October until the end of version 4.0. Wait, October 15th. So that's gonna be the second half of your patch, right? Wait, pause. Trailblazers with greater level. Is that supposed to be equilibrium level? Or Trailblaze level? Oh, just mildly dying, forgive me. Can claim the 5-star character and materials to level him up to 60. Okay, so he is going to be free. Hold on, let me just do a redemption code real quick. Okay, obviously that's instantaneous for you, but a couple of seconds for me. But Dan Hung being free, he is free. So we'll essentially have Finon, Surja, Bronya, because I don't have Sunday, and Dan Hung. Solid team.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Up next, it's time for the version events.
Events?
On a warm and sunny day,
Are we gonna get a
Professor
pet drama?
Naxa
Are we gonna get a
announced
mini
that he
pet
will be
drama?
going into seclusion for a while to concentrate on his academic research. Before he left, he gave the Trailblazer a special Dromus egg to look after.
Professor Anaxa must trust the Trailblazer very
That's not
much.
small.
He likely thinks the Trailblazer had a lot of fun with Dromuses, so they're well suited for each other.
Well,
Okay.
they both like to eat dirt.
Okay, just ribbon on Trailblazer.
Well, it just so happened that the egg hatched while under the Trailblazer's care.
Yep, and when I first saw the Trailblazer, he couldn't help but yell out, "Papa!" baby
That's
Jonas
adorable.
has just been born is like the morning sun.
Tell me it's
Starting
not
with
just an
good
event. Tell me we
foundation
actually get it as a
full of
pet.
endless possibilities. So, as his designated parent, the Trailblazer must take on the responsibility of raising little Dromus into adulthood. One clump of red soul at a time.
The Trailblazer has some experience in parenting. The saga of Primavera Blade is proof of that.
So, what needs to be done exactly?
It is said that Giorios gave all the Dromuses 3 gifts: indestructible musculation, perspective spiricuity, and connective charasplendor. These traits are important indicators that show how well a Dromus is growing. The Trailblazer can schedule daily
Okay, so
activities
that was
for the Dromus while
Marsh's
it's under
thing.
their care.
Okay.
Aside from studying, you can also take your child out to relax, feed them
Take your
snacks, play
child
with
out.
them, give them a nice hot bath.
What does this look?
And based on the Trailblazer's educational methods, the Dromus baby will gain different stats and traits.
This child is just too cute. Those big and shiny golden eyes are just like the Trailblazers.
Like it's their own flesh and, like a child they raise themselves.
Every once in a while, there will be a test to assess overall progress.
Of course, if your child isn't getting the grades you want, don't worry. The Trailblazer can also directly help their child pass the test.
This educational philosophy
I
seems
just
a bit
want to
too
know if we can
lenient.
keep it as a pet afterwards.
In addition to all of this, the baby Dromus will
Just look at the
experience
size of
different
it.
stories as it grows up and will trigger some special events.
Wow,
Okay,
you
so
can
you
even
can
change its
customize it.
outfit.
Some Chrysos Air friends will also participate in helping the Trailblazer raise the baby Dromus.
With the help and support of so many companions, I believe that the baby Dromus will grow up happy and strong and become the Dromus of its dreams.
Imagine how much money they would
Trailblazers
make
can
if they
also
made like
obtain
plushies of
rewards
these
such
things.
as an avatar. I hope all the Trailblazers enjoy.
I don't want
this
an avatar.
wonderful
I want to
Emporian
keep
family
it as a
time.
pet.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Let us now turn to the other version events.
All right. In version 3.6, the event Colorful Mayhem will come online. First, the
Origami
Seal
Bird and
Slammers
Seal
event
Slammers are
will
doing a
return in a
collab.
new multiplayer mode called Double Seals. This time, the Trailblazer can deploy a total of 6 baby seals. 3 of them will be deployed as the main combatants, while the other 3 can be paired with a main team member to help in
This
battle.
event was okay, but I wasn't like
In addition to
overly.
considering which seals should be the main combatants, selecting
didn't
the right
care too
supporting
much for it.
seals will also be key to securing a victory.
Aside from Seal Slammers, Origami Bird Clash will also welcome a Best of the Flock mode during this event. A total of 30 contestants
I can
will
see people
participate in
complaining
a
about
single
this already.
competition. The 30 contestants will
It's
be
like,
ranked, and
oh,
the
it's the
contestants who
exact
score below
same
the target
events.
level will be eliminated
Like
at the
basically
end
the
of
last
each
2 major
round.
events we get, we're just getting them again, but reskinned. So people will
Sounds
complain
thrilling
about that.
and exciting.
Yes.
But I mean, they were fun
And
events.
with the Trailblazers' 2 favorite Clash and Slam events coming back together, there should be plenty of clashing and slamming all at once this time.
Well, I heard that this event
That's what she
was
said,
also
Drew.
made for Don Hung Seal Master.
Unnecessary.
Version 3.6 also brings another combat event for Trailblazers.
Try not to
One
laugh
day,
challenge.
Kate,
Hi,
a member
Sparkle.
of the Penacony Bloodhound family, picked up a dream bubble called Try Not to Laugh Challenge, and she invited the knowledgeable and experienced Trailblazer to participate in this
Let's start
mysterious challenge.
dropping the
In
4.0
the
hints from
challenge,
here.
some characters will turn into comedians. When the surprise box on the action bar takes action, the comedians can open up a surprise gift from within and provide combat assistance to the team.
During combat, the Trailblazer needs to charge up the surprise box as much as possible and use it to vanquish multiple waves of opponents.
So it's going to be things like, okay, use skills to charge it, use ultimates to charge it, summon member sprites to charge it. Probably.
If the masked
Sampo.
fools are involved, then Sampo might show up too.
When are we going to get Vita?
As the battle progresses, the Trailblazer will be able to unlock more comedians, and they can use different methods to charge the surprise box and activate different combat effects.
Because, like, what? Who do we have besides Sparkle and Sample?
Of your comedic talents. In addition, for Trailblazers looking to challenge themselves and test their limits, we've added a new high difficulty trial in version 3.6 that will be updated periodically. Named
New endgame content.
Anomaly Arbitration will be updated once every version, and Trailblazers will be able to face extremely challenging enemies in this mode.
Extremely challenging? Can you elaborate on that?
Do not expect to clear this as a casual player.
Stages and one final stage. Trailblazers must form 3 separate teams to take on the trial stages. After completing the trial
basically
stages,
Stygian onslaught.
Trailblazers can assemble any characters into a team to challenge the even more difficult final stage.
It does seem very intimidating.
Once they clear the final stage, Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Interference key item. When using variable dice to reassign subsidiary stats of a 5-star relic, the Interference key can be added to block one subsidiary stat, preventing that stat from being enhanced during this reroll.
That is very useful. Now there's a higher chance of
I like that
enhancing
they...
key substats.
Yep. In addition to this, Trailblazers
Wait,
can
hold on,
obtain
hold on,
limited
hold
time
on.
avatar
Let me see that
frames
again.
and medals based on their score when clear. Key can be added to
So,
block one subsidiary
we're blocking
stat,
this.
preventing that stat from being enhanced during this reroll.
That is very useful.
Let's see before and after. Okay, so nothing would, because they locked flat defense, nothing is going to go into flat defense, and so the rerolls. So like this here was what, 3 into crit rate, 3 into crit rate, none into crit damage, 1 into break effect. So they locked flat defense. So the only thing you can roll into is these 3. Okay, I understand.
Now there's a higher chance of enhancing key substats.
Yep. In addition to this, Trailblazers can obtain limited time avatar frames and medals based on their score when clearing the stage. Furthermore, there will be a brand new store added in version 3.6. Trailblazers can exchange tokens in the store for rewards, which include the Pet Complainer.
It really is Complainer.
This would have been the store to put the
I
drama
like to
in.
challenge myself, so I'll definitely try this event out.
Tokens are mainly obtained through clearing anomaly arbitration stages.
So I'm guessing that's for like the highest clear, and lower stages will give you
a certain amount of the new token in each
Stellar
period's
Jade.
priceless jewel store. The store's offerings will continue to expand in the future.
If it's supposed to be like Stygian Onslaught, then
Trailblazers
you'll
will
probably
also
get
receive a little surprise gift from Pom Pom in version 3.6. When Trailblazers log into the game,
Okay, so you get one for
they
free.
will obtain
Okay.
an interference key for free. And
So I assume
a certain
early
amount
clears
of
will
the
just
new
give you some
token.
Stellar Jade. The more difficult clears will give you this stuff.
Pom Pom then.
Alright, time for a short break. There's still more version news to share with you when we come back.
How long do we have again? Not that long. Less than 5 minutes. Okay, last redemption code. Okay, that should be it. So are we gonna get any other teasers, or
Let's continue
will we?
with more
Okay, we'll Gift of
version
Odyssey.
content. First, our old friend Gift of Odyssey will arrive on schedule in version 3.6.
The Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange events will
Okay, so
also
usual
return.
stuff.
Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
So I'm probably not pulling for
In
Evernight.
version 3.6,
Or new relics.
Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Hidden Salvation is also set to come
Yeah, I'm
online.
probably not pulling for Evernight.
Successfully beat it to
Maybe on a
obtain
rerun or
2
something.
relic sets.
I have no remembrance
World
characters
Remaking
aside from
Deliverer
Trailblazer to work
and
with her.
Self-enshrouded Recluse.
Version 3.6
And
also
well, Downhung
brings
is
some
free,
system
so
optimizations for
we
everyone.
get to save for Cyrene.
Firstly, the main story replay function previously mentioned will officially come online. Trailblazers can choose to re-experience completed Trailblaze missions,
Okay, that's
Trailblaze
good.
continuances, and companion missions. At the same time, they can freely choose if they wish to view specific cutscenes and cinematics.
Okay, good.
Now,
So
catch
you
it
could,
up and
if
keep
you
it up
just
with
want
the
the gems, you
story
could
will
skip
be
through the
easier than
story
ever.
and then come back
we
and
can
experience
rewatch
it
the most
later.
exciting clips and animations from
So-
the story.
Okay, we'll pause it for a second. So if let's say you want to pull for Evernight, but you don't have a whole lot of Stellar Jades, and the banner is going to go away. You could skip the story and collect the rewards. This is assuming that you still get the rewards for skipping it, right? Skip the story, collect the Stellar Jade and whatnot, pull for her, and then you could always go back and experience. Because that's what I used to do in Honkai Impact 3rd. Like when in Honkai Impact 3rd I wanted to pull Senti, Bishop Sentience, and her banner was going to go away because her banner was only up for like 3 days or something like that. And so I skipped like 5 or 6 chapters worth of story in Honkai Impact 3rd. And then I just pulled for her and went back and replayed the story. So that's actually good.
Yes, of course. To help Trailblazers quickly understand the important events of the current version, version 3.6 will also introduce the Journey Highlights function. On the Journey Highlights tab, Trailblazers can quickly view important ongoing and upcoming events.
So useless for most people.
Rewards for the corresponding events.
All it does is it will just tell you, okay, hey, you're gonna get 100 Stellar Jade for completing this. That's all.
Next up, we'll introduce some collaboration news. Honkai Star Rail and 8-Bit Do are releasing an
wireless
Evernight
controller.
Purchase a controller and get additional merch and in-game virtual rewards.
These things are usually really expensive though.
Hurry up and grab one.
But if it's a limited type collab thing, it means you're probably only going to get Evernights and probably not get anything else.
Come to an end.
Yeah, I'll
See you all next time.
But yeah, the problem is we're just not going to get multiple of those. And I'm not a huge... I like March, but I'm not a huge Evernight fan. So that's why I'm not.
Large-scale permanent game mode is coming soon. Revolutionize the battlefield with boundless strategy. Form a 10-person team. Choose your own extraordinary lineup. Explore character combos. Activate powerful bombs. Try out gameplay exclusive character ability.
What is this?
Currency Wars. Ready for launch in version 3.7.
Currency Wars. Oh, wait. The background. Right, okay, IPC related, right? I'm assuming what, Jade, Topaz, Adventurine, Diamond? Obsidian. Okay, so this is the Stone Hearts up here. New large-scale permanent game mode. I thought it was going to be like a card game, like TCG type thing, right? Like Genshin Invocation. But then they talked about actually using characters' abilities and stuff, so I don't know what that's going to be. But it's a permanent game mode. More permanent game modes are good. Right? If they're not going to give us like new events and frequent events, but they keep giving us endgame modes that they will change, it still gives you stuff to do, right? I still feel we need more events though. But all in all, like, it's about to end here. Okay, cool. I don't have any background music to play here. Let's just go back here. Let that play in the background while I do this. Overall, for me, this patch doesn't seem like much, right? To me, the highlight of this patch is just going to be the story, right? I don't really care too much for Evernight. Yeah, I don't really care too much for Evernight, even though I like March, right? I'm more interested in her story than her as a character, right? And well, I don't have Remembrance characters to really pull for, right? So I'm most likely not pulling for her. Darhung is going to be free, so there's no reason to pull for him. Watch them make his Eidolons like crazy good. I hope his multiply, because as a character he seems good, but I hope his multipliers make up for it. So it's not like, oh, it's an extremely weak shield, because he's a free character. He has a weak shield and a weak attack buff, and his Eidolons increase the strength of the shield and all that. That'll suck. They're probably going to make his light cone really good to encourage you to at least pull for the light cone. But I need to save for Cyrene, and I do not have a whole lot. Let me see. We have some. I could exchange that just so I could see what we have we're working with. We have 9, and we are currently 43 without guarantee. Right, so I saved this information here. So this is the character banner, light cone, standard banner. I couldn't put C here because it's 43, and well, I could show you, right? I can't put C here because it's an insensitive word. I can't put C4. But yes, yeah, so 43. I still have a lot of stuff to do. I haven't even done this event. travelogue. Yeah, I haven't even done this event yet, which I probably will do later today if I get the chance. I still have a lot of gems and jades to get from Divergent as well as Simulated Universe, and I have a lot of this stuff to do as well. So I have jades I can get, right? And we're probably going to go all out. We're going down to 0 on Cyrene. E2S1 is probably what we're going for. I will take as much as I can get from her, right? But anyway, I think that's all I have to do or say for this stream. Overall, like I say, it's not a filler patch, but it doesn't feel like there's much here. Obviously 3.7 with Cyrene, most likely going to be the climax of Amphorius' story, is going to be a big patch, right? So it may feel like a filler patch, though it really isn't one. But all in all, looking forward to it. Always looking forward to strengthening my Finon team. What am I running right now in terms of like team lineup? For Finon, we have, yeah, this is what I'm using right now. I could change you out for like Sparkle. Sparkle is actually really good. I think a lot of people use Robin for him. Sparkle isn't bad. But this is what I'm running right now. There, here. This is also something I run as well. I'll run like this because Acheron gets so many ults between Anax and Ceredra's skills. She gets so many ults. But I think overall that's just the plan for now. 3.6, most likely the story is going to be really good and set us up for our climax. The events, I really wish they gave us the Dromas as a pet. Maybe we could get it done in the future as a pet. But that event seems like it's going to be fun. Other events are just rehashes. People are going to complain about that. But all in all, looks like a solid patch. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I need to take a rest. I had to mute my mic and pause so many times to cough off stream. So I'm going to go eat, drink some water, because I am going to be streaming Act 2 of Genshin's Honkai story. So we're going to be doing that, hopefully, after I get some rest and finish eating what up. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, as always, stay frosty.